Jackson digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making a rain, baby. Gerald for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field and gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a two-run shot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome live right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com. Here with Red and White Night 2025 here on the WHS Network. It's going to be a nice action-packed night of winter sports events, breaking down all the teams, middle school, high school levels, recognition of all of our wonderful, wonderful athletes and musicians as well, cheerleaders, everybody. It's going to be, like I said, it's always a great night, just to be able to get together as a community and just be able to enjoy the evening. So, again, here, folks, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. The breakdown of what this evening will look like, we're going to start things off here with the 6th grade boys basketball team. We'll recognize them, which, again, I'm also doing the PA announcing here this evening as well. So you'll kind of have to bear with me there a little bit here throughout the evening. I'll try to keep my mic on so then all of you can still hear me introduce these players. And then I'll get on here and talk a little bit periodically, but a lot of this, we'll just kind of keep the volume on and then let all of you just enjoy, what's going on out there on the floor. And so that's very important to me to make sure and get everybody on there and make sure that everybody is recognized accordingly. So, but, especially with these young kids, I don't necessarily know them as well. And, as obviously as well as I do the high school athletes. So won't be a lot of play-by-play work. As far as with the middle school teams, once we start getting into the high school a little bit more, I might start throwing in a little bit more play-by-play opportunities there with the girls and boys basketball teams. But everybody's still going to get recognized, and we're looking forward to a great time here this evening from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana. So we hope you guys stay tuned in here throughout the evening. Again, starting off with the 6th grade boys basketball team, then the 7th and 8th grade girls. Then we'll be recognizing the middle school cheerleaders. Then 7th and 8th grade boys, we'll be recognizing them around 6:45-ish. And then around 7:10, we'll be recognizing the bowling team, the wrestling team. The band will be playing. And then we'll have our choir and also a couple of young ladies singing tonight's national anthem. Then around 7:25, 7:30, we'll be recognizing our girls, JV and varsity teams. Following that up, we'll have the Wapahani cheerleading squad, as well as we'll have our annual Raider shooting competition and skills competition as well. That'll be around 7:50. And then around 8 o'clock, just a little after 8 o'clock, we'll be recognizing our C team as well as the JV and varsity boys basketball teams here tonight. So really looking forward to the evening. We hope you guys are as well. And we're getting ready to get this thing started here in just a few moments. And like I said, we'll keep the volume on so all of you fine folks can listen in. with recognizing our 6th grade boys basketball team members, including the coaches. And so we will start that at this time as we recognize the players. Our first player is Landon Allred. If you guys can go ahead and make your way on out to center court. Okay, Lucas Andrews, Mason Clark, Jackson Conwell, Silas Golden, Jackson Dobbs, Jacob Fisher, Keegan Frazee, Ethan Hansen, Xander Hart, Colson Hensley, Eli Henshaw, Charlie Koger, Liam Marsh, Layson Miller, and Ty Riggins. Again, the 6th grade boys basketball team is coached by Cliff Bell and assisted by Blake Boyd. We will have a 10-minute running clock, and we will start that here within the next 30 seconds. All right, folks, welcome back. Hopefully all of you were able to hear that clearly with the roster rundown. I'll run back through it again here in just a moment. And we will get tonight's first scrimmage underway here for the 6th grade boys basketball team, again coached by Cliff Bell, assisted by Blake Boyden. So the 6th grade boys basketball team looks like this. We have Landon Allred, as well as Lucas Andrews, Mason Clark, Jackson Conwell, Silas Dalton, Jackson Dobbs, as well as Jacob Fisher, Keegan Frazee, Ethan Hansen, Xander Hart, Colson Hensley, Eli Henshaw, as well as Charlie Koger, Liam Marsh, Layson Miller, and Ty Riggins. So again, I'm going to leave the sound on here for you. Let all you fine folks out there take in the sights, the sounds, and enjoy this 6th grade boys basketball scrimmage here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. How about that? These young men put on quite the show right here. Tied things up here at 15, and that's where we will leave it here tonight. But tell you what, future is definitely bright. That sixth grade team, they've got some pretty nice young men out there. Knows how to play the game the right way. So going to be a lot of fun to watch those guys not only this year but in many years to come. Again, we wish the sixth grade boys basketball team all the very best. Again, as they will be ramping up their season here soon. But again, head coach Cliff Bell, assistant Blake Boyden, all the best to them and the players throughout the upcoming season. So next up, we'll have the 7th and 8th grade girls basketball team, and that will be coming up here in just a few moments.
Hi, this is Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home is a real estate company that prioritizes community involvement, and we have a humans over houses philosophy. We specialize in both property listings and buyer representation, ensuring top-notch service with top producing agents. Our mission is, and has always been, to enrich people's lives by helping them find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate consistently maintains open communication, and we build trust through honesty and integrity. Whether you're listing $1 million property in a gated community, or you are a first-time home buyer just starting the process, at Next Home Elite Real Estate, our agents are committed to providing exceptional service and expertise. We actively participate and invest in local events, local sponsorships, charities, and initiatives to strengthen community bonds. Our agents love being a corporate sponsor to Ball State University, and when you choose Next Home Elite Real Estate, you never know who you're going to run into.
After working with Next Home Elite Real Estate, I knew that I would be choosing them for future transactions simply because they communicated throughout the entire process, they were friendly, and they were tenacious marketers working for me so I can achieve my goals.
Voted as the best real estate company in Muncie's quest for the best, I want you to know we are more than a real estate company. We're part of your community. We are creating lasting relationships and emphasizing the human element in every transaction.
A lot of times, a new home is a joyous event, a promotion, a celebration of marriage, relocation, but this wasn't that type of event. We needed someone in a company who cared about us, who showed compassion and empathy. Our realtor was with us the entire time. He sat and grieved with my sisters and I. He realized that this wasn't about money, but about taking care of our family home.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-729-5181 or visit our website at mynexthomeelite.com.
gentlemen, at this time, let's meet our 7th and 8th grade girls basketball teams. First for the 7th grade, Mylan Douthit, Layla Ford, Emma Gray, Willa Henderson, Alexa Johns, Mary Kate Laws, Maggie Laws, Hallie Milholland, Brixton Nichols, Ellison Simpson, and Aaliyah Wilson. Now for our 8th grade, Kaden Hargis, Clarity Hensley, Abby Locke, Annabelle Marvin, Lila Parker, Hallie Parks, Marissa Simpson, and Sydney Van Diemender. Again, your 7th and 8th grade girls are coached by Kyler Sarah. We also have one other young lady that did not get mentioned this evening, Macy York. All right, folks, welcome back right here on the WHS Network. Here as we get things started here with our 7th and 8th grade girls basketball team. We'll start off here with the 7th grade girls. Again, we'll go through the names one more time just in case if you all did not get those when I announced them just a moment ago. But we have Macy York as well as Mylan Douthit, Layla Ford, Emma Gray, Willa Henderson, Alexa Johns, as well as Mary Kate Laws, Maggie Laws, Hallie Milholland, Brixton Nichols, Ellison Simpson, as well as Aaliyah Wilson. And then our 8th grade team is comprised of Kaden Hargis, Clarity Hensley, Abby Locke, Annabelle Marvin, Lila Parker, Hallie Parks, Marissa Simpson, and Sydney Van Diemender. So again, that's what it looks like for our 7th and 8th grade girls basketball team, again coached by Kyler Sarah. So again, you guys just take in the sights and sounds. Again, I'll leave the microphone on, as there'll be 2 points there for the team in white, as Clarity Hensley. But again, we'll leave everything on here so you guys can take in the ball game and hopefully enjoy this scrimmage here tonight. Well, so far a couple of ties here in both scrimmages. First for the 6th grade boys basketball team. This time here for the 7th and 8th grade girls basketball teams. Again, outstanding group of young ladies put on a great performance here tonight. And we want to wish them, as well as head coach Kyler Sarah, all the very best as they begin their season coming up here soon as well. And definitely a bright future ahead. You know, these girls, they're just a year, 2 years away from playing high school ball. So you'll be seeing them right here play on this floor for many years to come. So great to see them out here performing at a high level here tonight, and looking forward to seeing what they can do here throughout the course of their season here over the next couple months. So next up here, we'll be recognizing the cheerleaders, and we'll do that at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet tonight's Selma Braves cheerleaders. First for our 6th graders, Annabelle Campbell. Number 4, Addison Fowler. As well as Willow Grimm, Jocelyn Guess, Leanne Hardy, Aubrey Monroe, and Nora Wilsford. Our 7th grade, Amaya Alexander, Bella Dawn Parker, Graceland Beal, Sawyer Dudley, Trinity Hart, Faith Johnson, J.C. Jones, Rihanna Kaufman, and Emerson Parks. Now for our 8th graders, Evelyn Brighton, Cameron Cook, Sophia Lash, Hazel McCoy, Jordan Noble, Kaylin Scott, and Aaron Smith. Again, the Selma Brave cheerleaders are coached by Megan Martin and assisted by Kim Barton. this time, it's time to meet our 7th and 8th grade boys basketball teams this evening. So we'll start off first with our 7th grade. Easton Campbell, Noah Clevenger, Caden Covey, Pierce Studley, Lennox Studley, Cameron Jennings, Brody King, Ethan Lynn, Logan McDaniel, Jensen Moles, Bentley Tafflinger, Brody Tafflinger, Devin Tomboni, and Bryce Bryler Rainwaters. Again, the 7th grade team is coached by Isaiah Brozier and assisted by Brock Sitcraft. Now for our 8th grade boys basketball team, Dane Henderson, Lucas Hurlin, Jaden Hopper, Dave Lovell, Epic Maines, Dave Marsh, Easton Miller, Robert Smith, Andrew Walters, Kyler Wilson, and Bentley Winchester. Again, our 8th grade is coached by Jackson Spence and assisted by Mason Barton. All right, so that will do it here for the 7th grade. I think we might maybe play, I'm not sure if we're going to be playing one more game of just 8th grade or not. Looks like that might be the case. So make sure just stay right here with us. Again, great job by these young men. I tell you what, especially considering, they've only had maybe about 2 weeks of practice or so. Looking pretty good. And all the best to them. And head coach Isaiah Brozier there with his assistant coach, not Mason Barton, Brock Zitgraff is the assistant coach here for the 7th grade team. But looking forward to seeing these guys not only this year but in the coming years really fine-tune their skills and really be a nice addition to the Wapahoney Raider basketball team here within the next couple of years. So great job here tonight. and all the best to them once their season starts up here soon. Again, 8th grade is getting ready to play here as well, so we'll have that right here on the WHS Network. So stick around right here with us. Again, we'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time right here. We're going to recognize the 8th grade boys basketball team one more time. We're going to start off here with Dane Henderson, Lucas Hurlin, Jaden Hopper, Dave Lovell, Epic Maines, David March, Easton Miller, Robert Smith, Andrew Walters, Tyler Wilson, and Bentley Winchester. Again, the 8th grade boys basketball team is coached by Jackson Spence and assisted by Mason Barton.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Again, this is the 8th grade boys basketball team that is now on the floor here for this evening's Red and White night. Again, we will keep the volume on as well as, obviously, the camera. And hopefully you guys enjoy this as well. Great group of young men that's looking forward to another fabulous season. Again, under head coach Jackson Spence and assistant Mason Barton. So, again, we'll let you guys enjoy this. Again, following this 8th grade boys basketball scrimmage, we will also have the Wapahani bowling team and as well as the wrestling team recognized here this evening. So those will be coming up next. Again, we'll have that right here on the WHS Network.
No, you're not. You're good. She's sassy and tired.
All right, so that will do it here tonight for this evening's 8th grade boys basketball game, or boys basketball scrimmage rather. Next up, we will have our Wapahoney bowling team as well as the Wapahoney wrestling team. So that will be coming up. Stay right here with us. More coming your way here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to recognize our Wapahoney Raider bowling team here this evening. Michael Kine, Connor Clements, Kendon Hill, Eli Anderson, Jace York, Ben Mueller, Chris Smith, Malachi Smith, Jackson Kine, Landon Poole, Lila Chambers, Bailey Morgan, Elena McClain, Alyssa Steve, Sydney Toney, Emma Bailey, Isaiah Addington, Connor Delk, and Lincoln Dudley. Your coaches Kate Noel, as well as Brianna Roderick, Troy King, and Jade Limbrock. Ladies and gentlemen, your Wapahoney bowling team. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet our Wapahoney wrestlers. Rogan Long, Tommy Ullman, Brady Mahaffey, Eli Whitney, Malachi Johnson, Caden Burton, Peyton Good, Brandon Funkhauser, Lucas Peters, Carter Ring, Jackson Hopper, Hunter Bryce, Cooper Hines, Tristan Ellis, and Ryan King. Again, our manager, Kendall Smith, and our coaches, Jerry Delk, Jay Lowe, and Avery Brooks. Ladies and gentlemen, our Wapahoney wrestlers.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Such a beautifully sung rendition of the national anthem. Again, there by Wapahoney students Macy Goodpaster and Ellie Wright. That doesn't give you goosebumps. I'm not quite sure what will. Excellent job by both young ladies. Now we get into the high school portion right here. Again, we recognize the Wapahoney bowling team, the wrestling team just moments ago as well. Now for the girls basketball team here in just a few moments. But before we get to that point, we did want to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. Another one, again, very important. We appreciate all of our broadcasters and all they do, or sponsors, excuse me, all of our sponsors and all that they do for us. So we wanted to send out, again, a big thanks here to Courtney Felton. Again, Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton. Great teams, win with heart, hustle, communication, and trust. And those are some great values that Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton brings to every real estate move. Whether you're buying or selling, she is there to use her local roots to meet your real estate needs every step of the way. Call Courtney Felton, 765-748-6334 for all of your real estate needs. Also, big thanks here to Henry Community Health Director of Sports Medicine, Tony Cox. At Henry Community Health Sports Medicine Enhancing Performance, we take care of our Raiders. Tony Cox is your certified athletic trainer and is here to get your athletes back in the game and help them get better, stronger, and faster than ever before. Tony Cox is a 1982 graduate of Ball State University and 1983 graduate of Miami of Ohio University. He's in his 19th year as Director of Sports Medicine and 47th year overall in the field. So there is no shortage of experience as Tony has helped high school, college, and professional athletes get back to a high-level performance. For all of your rehab needs, as well as recovery needs, contact Tony Cox with Henry Community Health Sports Medicine Performance Enhancement at 765-521-1131 and make your appointment now. So greatly appreciate, again, Tony Cox as well as Courtney Felton, the Next Hometown Realtor. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick pause in the action right here. And when we return from the break, we'll be back here recognizing our Lady Raider basketball team coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Bella Richardson, Addison Denny, J.C. Sexton, Ava Cook, Claire Merle, Erin Williams, Taylor Felton, Maya Mitchell, Noah Baker, and Savannah Fitzgerald. our manager, Jasira Hernandez, and our head coach, Scott Hudson, is assisted by Caleb Henson and our JV head coach, Adam Faulkner.
All right, folks, back at it here again now with the Lady Raider basketball scrimmage here this evening. Again, one of the biggest things here for the Lady Raiders, I'll tell you, it's going to be the youth. It's a whole new look here for this Lady Raider basketball team, considering all the players that's graduated really the last 2 years. They've all come and gone. We have nobody returning from last year's team, really outside of Ava Cook, Zoe Koger. They are the only ones returning that had any kind of significant playing time here with the varsity team last year. So, like I said, definitely a brand new look. But, still some familiar faces here as well that I think that are going to be very vital in the success not only of the team this year, but in the coming years as well. But really looking forward to seeing what these girls can do. That one will be out of bounds. Possession will stay right here with the team in white. But again, as I mentioned, before, not only is this, new look for the team, but a lot of freshmen. We end up having, 5 freshmen on this team, only 2 seniors. Only one of those has, played basketball here at the varsity level here for Wapahani. So no doubt, it's going to be interesting. Again, the clock did not start there on the screen, but it's going to be important. It's going to be important for these girls to, find their footing here early. They're going to take, some of the tough times and just kind of roll with the punches right here. There's going to be a lot of good times here as well. But they've got to continue to stay the course, understand what they have to do to be successful, and hopefully things will go in the right direction. But like I said, it's going to be no doubt different than what we've had, the last, number of years here, just because of how young this team will be. But no doubt there's talent here, and that's really exciting to not only recognize, but then to be able to watch them out here on the floor there. Savannah Fitzgerald will be up and good there for 2 more to make this a 4-0 lead here for the team in red. The pieces that we have, Zoe Koger, Ava Cook coming back, are, going to be nice guard pieces right here. The biggest thing is, we're, like I said earlier, we have nobody coming back from last year's team. You're replacing 100% of your offense. So Ava and Zoe are going to be gigantic in, as far as pieces to be able to get the offense going and to find that flow offensively. We're more than likely there's Zoe Koger's good there for 2 more. Could be potentially starting 2 freshmen in the starting lineup as a varsity team. So, they're going to get thrown to the fire here early. But again, you can't necessarily make excuses. At the end of the day, you're here to win ball games, and you've got to do everything you can to get it done. It's not necessarily always going to work out, especially, as young as our team is going to be. But there's a lot of promise here, and I think that if these girls continue to work hard throughout the course of the year, there's going to be, hopefully a lot more ups than downs throughout the course of the season. But they're going to be an exciting team. It might take them a little bit here potentially. Again, just kind of get their feet wet, because having a young team and you're playing at the varsity level, that's a whole other ball game. When you come up from 8th grade or even at the JV level. When you're playing JV, it's tough, then moving up to the varsity level because it's a whole new game in a lot of ways. Fitzgerald is up and good there for 2 more. But some other girls coming up from JV from last year's team. You're probably going to be seeing some Bella Richardson. You're going to be seeing Addison Denny. I think that can be very, very valuable here for this team. Claire Merle, I think, going to be right there, obviously, in the same boat, coming in here as the lone sophomore. She can add a great deal of amount, with her guard play, not only defensively but offensively as well. So there's definitely a lot of promise and a lot to be excited about. And hopefully they don't come out here and get too frustrated and down on themselves, and just look to build each other up throughout the course of the season here. Again, we'll be breaking down the schedule in between quarters. They're going to play 2 8-minute quarters. So we will be breaking down the schedule in between those quarters and looking at that. We was going to do our season preview show as Bella Richardson will be up and good there for 2. Make this a 10-4 ball game. But again, we'll be looking at the schedule. We was going to do a preview show, but we thought, well, this is going to be, good for red and white night, So we went ahead and went about it that way. We'll be doing the same stuff here for the boys basketball team as well, which, that's going to be in some ways, one of those opportunities as well, as Nola Baker was up and good there for 2. The boys basketball team, yes, we've got quite a few guys coming back, but also a lot of new faces, a lot of incoming freshmen and sophomores, and even some juniors here that might not have gotten some playing time, as Claire Merle will make a rain from downtown. So really both boys and girls in some ways are going to be, they're going to look a little bit different. There will be some familiarity, but definitely going to be a little bit of a different look this season. But that's just all part of it sometimes. Every year presents challenges. As Taylor Felton, no good there for 3. Baker there with a rebound. But, I think our boys basketball team is still going to be very good, very tough. There's going to be, like I said, I'm sure some ups and downs potentially. I think every team has those at times. But, again, you're looking to have more ups than you do downs. And I'm looking forward to what the boys basketball team will look like here this season as well. So Zoe Koger cross half court, screen set there by Fitzgerald. Cook up top right there. That ball deflected away there by Nola Baker. The handoff to Koger out here near half court with $1:40 to play here in this first quarter. Again, only playing 2 quarters are the JV and varsity teams. Taken away right there. Here comes Baker down floor to Mitchell. Shots up, no good. And a battle there for the rebound here as Taylor Felton grabs a hold of that one. So Koger now will look to slow things up. Again, this Lady Raider basketball team, they've been in practice for roughly, I think, right about 3 weeks or so. 3.5 weeks, somewhere close to that. And, really, as far as having everybody there, because, there are some girls that played volleyball or was in cross country as well. We've only had maybe 2 weeks of girls in practice as a full team, to where everybody is there. So I'm sure, it takes time. It takes time to get familiar with one another. To kind of gel together as a team, and hopefully they're doing that right now, because, as we'll talk about here in just a few moments when we go over the schedule, we're going to get after it tomorrow night. And Wapahani will travel to Union there for an MEC matchup there with the Rockets coming up there tomorrow night. It'll be a varsity-only game, but again, we'll talk about that here in just a few moments here in between quarters. 20 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Baker will bring it across century line. Richardson from downtown. Book it. Strikes from long range here by Bella Richardson. And off the mark, and that's going to do it here for quarter number 1. So stick around here, folks. Again, we have our Lady Raider basketball schedule now that we're going to take a gander at. So this is what it will look like here for your Wapahoney Lady Raider basketball team for the 2025-2026 season. So again, as I mentioned, tomorrow night, a varsity-only game at Union. That'll be a 6 p.m. start time, taking on the Rockets in MEC action to start off the year. Then on Tuesday night, next Tuesday, November the 18th, they'll be at Muncie Burris, again, in another varsity-only game. As of right now, that could change, I don't know. But last I was told, that will be a varsity-only game. Also on November the 21st, we will be hosting Delta right here at home. That will be a 6 p.m. start time. That will be our home opener there against Delta Eagles a week from now. The very next night, MEC matchup with the Daleville Broncos, again here from Raider Gymnasium. So back-to-back nights of home girls basketball games. And then we'll have Eastern Hancock on the road after the Westdale game there on the 24th. Two very important MEC matchups right there. Then also Blue River at home in a varsity-only game there at 6 p.m. on December the 2nd. Home against Randolph Southern, obviously at Yorktown on the 9th of December. Winchester, Frankton also both on the road. And then we've got Cowan, Muncie Central at home before Christmas. And then on January the 6th, we'll start the new year here at home against Eastbrook. Then the county tournament. Then Monroe Central, Adams Central, LaPel, and then Shenandoah to wrap up the regular season. So, like I said, a long road ahead. But, as far as, starting off right here, you've got essentially 2.5 to 3 months at least worth of basketball. And we're going to be here for it all. It's going to be a great time. And hopefully all of you will enjoy our broadcast here throughout the course of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick announcement here. This is the last call for 50-50 tickets. See Brandy Spence or Melissa Andrews. Again, we'll be drawing those 50-50 tickets before the boys' second varsity quarter here in a little bit. So again, get your 50-50 tickets now. See Brandy Spence or Melissa Andrews.
Nice save there from Koger, but right into the hands there of Maddie Grove. Nola Baker will now bring it up for Wapahoney, the team in white, that is. Denny here near the corner. Cross-court pass. Baker drives the baseline, finds Denny. Right side baseline jumper, no good. That was rebounded by Savannah Fitzgerald. Is now Cook to the right side to Koger. Up top, Cook swings it now to the strong side, or to the weak side here. Back here to Koger. Down low, Fitzgerald up and good there for two more. I'll tell you what, she's going to be a very, very interesting piece for this team. Especially coming off of last year, you had Kimber Abshire that, was that force on the inside, had that height that the Raiders desperately needed. So Savannah coming in here as a freshman. Again, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be thrown right into the fire early. they've got to be able to handle it, because I guarantee you teams will not hesitate to get after. They don't care if she's a freshman or a junior or senior, whatever it might be. It doesn't make a difference to the opponents. But Savannah, I think, will be a very valued asset, not only this year, but in many years to come, along with everybody else. I'm not necessarily trying to single, per se, any one player out, but it's nice to have that inside presence, and Savannah can do that as well as others. But it's definitely nice to have some height. Again, coming off of what was a outstanding year last year with Abshire. I mean, she was right around 6'2", 6'3", and not having that in there, no doubt will be tough. But then you bounce right back and have Fitzgerald in there. You're going to have Maddie Grove in there. You're going to have some Addison Denny in there. I think that we'll definitely be able to have a lot of success here throughout the course of the year. So I have Ava Cook back in the ball game. She's going to sub in for Zoe Koger to give her a break. Just touch over 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Again, technically, I guess the second quarter, but I'm just going to leave it as first half right here. Free throw attempt up and good there for Baker. Knocking home that right there. Ties it up at 15. Merle here at top, swung on. Cook drives the right side, shots up, and no good. That was well defended. Maddie Grove just getting the hands up in the air. Baker from the top of the key, no good for 3. Sexton there with a rebound, and on comes Claire Merle. Push it up for quickly right here for Wapahani. The team in red. Felton from long range. Good looking shot. Unfortunately, didn't fall that time there for her, but still a good looking shot nonetheless. And again, I just realized that for whatever reason, the clock did not start on the screen. Again, it's still, we're still working out the Kings here as well here on the broadcasting side of things. It's been a while since we've broadcasted some basketball games, but nice to get back at it. I know that much. We had a fantastic volleyball season. The Lady Raiders claimed the sectional 40 title. Came up a little bit short there in the regional championship there at Southwood, but our volleyball team had a great year. A lot they should be proud of. And so now, that just kind of catapults us right into basketball season. And it's going to be a great time. Like I said, you get to this time of the year, you're always excited for basketball season, and the possibilities, and you're looking forward to seeing the successes that we have right here. All right, sorry there, folks. Again, had to cut the mic off for a second. Had to make another quick announcement. Again, a lot of things going on. Doing about 10 different things at one time, seemingly. So, again, bear with me. A brief stoppage right here as Cook will head to the free throw line. Free throw attempt will be up, and the bank is open. Mitchell here to Baker, on here to Bella Richardson. That pass nearly picked off. Nice hands there from Mitchell, tracking that one back down. She's another freshman. I tell you what, I'm not kidding you. It's Richardson once again making a rain from downtown. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to be interesting, with how young this team is going to be. But my gosh, there really is a lot of promise and a lot to be excited about with this team. Again, not only this year, but in the coming years. These girls continue to gain experience. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch throughout the course of this season and many more to come. Koger, no good there for two. Denny there with a rebound. And 18-17 with 2 minutes to go. Side right here now. Sexton along the baseline up and no good. Richardson gets that pickpocketed away there by Koger. And then we're going to have a foul. So it's going to be Team Red basketball. Good stuff. Excellent job right there by Koger. Again, you have the rebound there by the team in white, but then Koger didn't give up on the play. Off the leg of Cook. She tracks that one down. And out here near half court, swung on to Koger. Back to Cook, looking for Fitzgerald there in the middle. Gets the ball to her, back out to Sexton, swung on again. Good ball movement here from the ladies. Cook trying to wiggle out of trouble. The shot's up, no good. Denny there with another rebound. As we are now with 1 minute remaining. Brief stoppage for some more substitutions. Well, we are ready to go once again. Left side here, Baker drives a left, finds Grove, no good. Cook there with a rebound, 40 seconds to play. That ball taken away by Baker. That ball deflected up in the air. Nice hustle by Baker, but taken away by Cook. Here comes Koger down floor, going coast-to-coast style there for two more. So that will put the team in red on top here by one. Closing seconds, the three is up, no good, and that will do it here for tonight's girls basketball scrimmage. So again, they will start their season tomorrow night on the road at Union. Stick around here, folks. Again, more coming your way with the boys basketball team as well as cheerleaders and much more coming up here on the WHS Network.
Johanna Underhill, Braylon Patterson, Colton Cecil, Addie Taylor, Avery Tuttle, Jenna Ward, Macy Johnson, Emily Manning, Alexia Dobbs, Riley Markham, Caitlin Fitzweiser, Danica Garcia, Macy Goodpasture, Ella Taylor, Ariana McCreary, Adeline Cummins, Gabby Sykes, Audrey Bragg, Kendall Smith, Lexi Taylor, Avery Carmen, Brinley Scott, Allie Nunley, and Kinsley Norton. The Wapahani Raider cheerleaders are coached by Hannah Kaufman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it's our Wapahani Raiders shooting and skills competition. Again, this will be divided up within 4 teams. So at this time, we need our competitors on the floor. Team number 1, Cam Bell, Zoe Koger, and Ava Cook. They will be taking on the team of Layton Spence, Quentin James, and Maddie Grove. Team number 3 will be Hunter Rutherford and Caleb Lewis, along with Savannah Fitzgerald. They will take on Team number 4, Eli Andrews, Noah Baker, and Addison Denny. Again, team number 1 versus team number 2. Again, here's the play right here. You get it. You've got to hit a layup, a free throw, a three-pointer, and a half-court shot. The first team to do so will move on to the championship round. All right, so competitors, are we ready? Raider fans, let me hear it. Are you ready? Then let this competition begin. Silent auction items out in the hallway. All right. Get on your mark. Get set. Go.
Are our names on the thing to announce? I already told you.
Zoe Koger and Ava Cook are your 2025 Wapahani Raider shooting competition champs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet our 2025 Wapahani Raiders. Again, this will be the junior varsity and C team. Connor Bell, Alex Huntsinger, Braden King, Landon Cook, Quentin Combs, Weston Warren, Jaden Dishman, Jackson Lofton, Riley Swift, Noah Olson, Memphis Pickering, Graham Cook, Trevor Whitted, DJ Seagraves, and Ethan Bragg. Again, we have our C-Team head coach, Josh Kaufman, and our junior varsity head coach, Brian Bell.
All right, folks, welcome back again as I get back to my broadcasting duties, along with the PA announcing duties and much more. Again, we hope all of you got all of the names on there, again, as I mentioned them just a few moments ago. Again, Alex Huntsinger, Braden King, Landon Cook, Quentin Combs, Weston Warren, Jaden Dishman, Jackson Lofton, as well as Riley Swift, Noah Olson, Memphis Pickering, Graham Cook, Trevor Whitted, DJ Seagraves, and Ethan Bragg. Again, that's all divided up with the C-Team and junior varsity team this year. And we'll even see some of these guys on the varsity team, dressing varsity, playing varsity, whatever the case might be. So we'll have Noah Olson at the line here for the junior varsity team. And Huntsinger will lose that one out of bounds. 6:03 to go here in the first quarter. Again, it'll just be 1 8-minute quarter. Bragg there to Pickering, and that'll be a traveling violation. As I mentioned earlier, there during the broadcast there of the girls' basketball scrimmage, it's going to be, kind of the same thing here with the boys' basketball team. Slightly, a new look. Guys graduating from last year's team. Still some familiar faces. Obviously, still some guys that are going to be coming back that played a vital role on the varsity team and even on the JV team last year. But we have a good group of incoming freshmen. We've got a really good amount of sophomores as well. And so it's going to be one of those deals where, again, these guys, it's going to, it might take a little bit of time, again, kind of get their feet wet a little bit. They're going to get thrown right to the fire here, so to speak, coming up here in about a week and a half when we take on Muncie Central on the road. But I think with the talent level that we have coming back and the talent level that's coming in, not only at the JV level but the varsity level, this is going to be another fun year, I think. And I'm not just saying that, just trying to be optimistic. I honestly mean that and believe that. And I really believe that with our girls basketball team too. It's going to be different, no doubt, but different doesn't have to be a bad thing. Will there be some ups and downs along the road? Sure, there will be. I haven't seen a team yet that plays perfect. And so, I think that is just one of those things that I guess for whatever reason it's 9-2 now. But, these guys, they're going to come together. You've got a brand new head coach here in Jeff Andrews now at the helm for the varsity team, in which, you've had the same head coach out here for the past 18 years. Braden King will make it rain from beyond the three-point line. So a lot is different, with the coaching staff and what that looks like. But you've got really a group of coaches right here that know the game like the back of their hand, and they know how to teach the game of basketball. And, they're going to get a good response from these players. And I think that it's going to be a positive response and a positive year as the Raiders looking to continue that rich winning tradition of what is known as Raider basketball at its finest. And so I know, again, here in about a week and a half from now, we'll get the season started. And again, for whatever reason, I am way ahead of the game as far as on the clock. But I think that with the group of guys and the coaches that we have, again, as cliche as it is, sky's the limit. These guys can make this season whatever they want it to be, and obviously a lot of hard work will go into that, and they've got to continue to continue that family type of atmosphere that this program has been built on for a long time. And I think that the head coach Jeff Andrews, along with his coaching staff, and not only that, but the players' families and the players themselves will look to strive to keep that kind of tradition going and that family style of atmosphere and togetherness. Dishman attacking the rim, and he'll be fouled on the way up. There with just a little over 3 minutes to play. And the free throw attempt up, no good. Again, it hit off side of almost the side of the rim. It ricocheted off the backboard before doing so. So they will take back over here on offense as Team White. So again, it will be Memphis Pickering at the line for the team in white. The free throw will be up and no good. Rebounded there by Noah Olson, and then blocked underneath there. Bragg outside here. Graham Cook pulling up from three, and will make that from beyond the arc right there to make this now I ended up putting that for the wrong team. 14-5 ball game. Hunzinger, shot will be up and no good. So then Combs unable to get that one to go. Cook won't get the runner to go. And that's going to be out of bounds as the team in black will be heading back the other way. Hunzinger from the right side elbow up and good there for 2 more. Cook will inbounds it here to Olson. And the hook shot up and good there for 2 more. No good there on the shot. Nice hustle there from Whitted. Cook. Landon from downtown. Dishman here on the right side. The pass deflected, but Whitted able to recover. Dishman now left side 3 is up. No good. Rebounded there by Graham Cook, excuse me. And that pass picked off. Here comes Hunzinger. And the lay-in there for 2 more. Olson for 2, no good. Rebounded by Jackson Lofton. Comes no good. And that ball will be lost out of bounds here with 5 seconds to play. So get after this. Again, we'll have the JV and varsity playing. Again, we'll recognize them here in just a few moments as well. Hunzinger no good, and that will do it. So again, all the best here to the C team and the JV team. Look forward to broadcasting, I know, the JV team throughout the course of the year, and I'll be out here doing the PA announcing for the C team games. But nice group of young men right here on both sides of the floor, and eager to watch them here throughout the course of the season, what all success that they have here this year. So again, stick around here with us, folks. We'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Our company's mantra has been and will always be humans over houses. For the last several years, we have been able to help people follow our mission statement, which is enriching lives by helping people find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate has premier real estate agents ready to assist you with commercial properties, new construction, residential homes, or investment properties, no matter if you are looking to purchase or to sell. We are skilled negotiators, tenacious marketers, and fearless advocates for our clients. We want them to feel the passion we have for what we do and the professionalism we exemplify while we do it. Our clients depend on us to have grit and determination when we represent them. We roll up our sleeves and get to work. Every interaction, every time.
Hi, I'm Tara.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, I'm Seth.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
We stand for doing the right thing, even when it's not convenient. We deliver integrity in all we do through our uncompromising ethical principles and values. Our clients count on us not to only help them buy or sell their home, but to make sure the process is infused with joy. We strive to bring a smile to their faces as they enter the next phase of their lives. Call Next Home Elite Real Estate today. We are here to help you.
All right, Raider fans, let's meet our 2025-2026 Wapahani Raiders. First, Alex Huntzinger. Landon Cook. Connor Bell. Carter Bell. Riley Swift. Noah Olson. Memphis Pickering. Trevor Whitted, DJ Seagraves, Ethan Bragg, Eli Andrews, Camden Bell, Hunter Rodiford, Leighton Spence, Kaylee Lewis, Clinton James, and Graham Cook. Again, your varsity head coach, Mr. Jeff Andrews, and again, our junior varsity coach, Mr. Brian Bell. And last but not least, our awesome managers, Ms. Bailey Clapper and Bella Arnegast.
All right, folks, the last event here of the evening will get underway here from the beautiful Raider Gymnasium. Almost 2.5 hours into this bad boy since we started the broadcast here this evening. Again, we appreciate everyone for staying tuned in here throughout the night and also having patience, I know, with myself. As Carter Bell will be up and good there from the left side bucket. But with doing the PA announcing and then going back and forth from that to the broadcasting, again, I appreciate your patience and your willingness to stick right here with us as Leighton Spence will cash in there with a right wing three as the team in black here with a 3-2 lead. Again, the JV and varsity boys will play 2 8-minute quarters. Again, we will be going over their schedule as well here between quarters. So again, we'll talk about that here in just a little bit as far as the makeup of the 2025-2026 schedule. So the bucket good. Then and one right there to give them the 5-3 lead. Camden Bellegarde there by his brother Carter. Quentin James up and good for 2. It's going to be really neat. We've got Camden, the elder bellboy, and then we've got Carter. It's a sophomore, and then Connor Bell actually has basketball right now and just passed it. He is also going to be seeing some very valuable time here, I'm sure, at the JV and varsity level. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch these guys, not only the Bell boys, but everybody. Eli coming back here for his senior season, Caleb Lewis, Hunter Rodifer. You have DJ Seagraves, Quentin James coming back to play. You've got Riley Swift. Just a great amount of young men right here that are going to be such valuable pieces to this team. And there's Riley Swift striking from downtown here on the left side wing. But again, I talked about it earlier. Yes, there's familiar faces back, but also some new faces that are going to be coming up and going to be playing a big part of this team this season. Obviously, years change, and so do some of the roles for different players. And there's going to be things asked of guys that might not have been asked of them before. As Andrews will be off the mark right there. Connor Bell there with a rebound, kicks it out to his brother Carter. Now swung on to Swift. Connor drives the baseline and stepped on the in line, and we'll head back the other way here in the team in black. But either way, again, going to be a fun group to watch. We'll have some veteran leadership right here. We've got 6 seniors, as that'll be turned over. Swift will go coast to coast there with a lay-in there for 2. But again, having some youth right here as well, guys that might not have played varsity or played limited time, as Camden Bell will make it rain from the left side. I'm sure that, it might take a little bit of time for some guys, some others maybe not so much, but I think either way, it's going to be a really, really fun year of Raider basketball as usual. Andrews for three. He will cash in this time around. So some very quick early offense right here from the get-go. Again, they've only had essentially 5 days of practice. If you include today, I would assume that they had practice today. But again, started on Monday. It was the first official practice. And guys looking pretty good already. Guys coming in here, good shape. They've hit the weight room, really have worked their tails off here in the off season to get ready for the upcoming year. Because at the end of this, right here, again, you might look at this team and say, yes, there's, you have a new coach. Some other players have now, graduated. We might not be as good. Believe me, we're still going to be very good. And these guys want to prove it out there on the floor each and every single night. Just like the girls basketball team, you're always out there to prove something. And not only are you trying to prove something to, I think, your peers, but to yourself as well. These guys know what it takes to be a great basketball team. And then it's just all about going out there and making it happen every single night you have the opportunity. Caleb Lewis, no good for two. Again, Wapahani, what you're seeing right here essentially is the style of play that we've always grown accustomed to seeing. And that is fast-paced, high-octane offense and getting back defensively. And these guys, again, as I was just mentioning a few moments ago, in good shape. And they're going to have to be in good shape. If not, you'll be left behind. Because that is what we've grown accustomed to seeing is this team offensively. We're not here to, necessarily per se to waste time and take our time getting up and down the floor. Sure, there's always a change of pace. There's Eli Andrews will be up and good for two. There's sometimes going to be opportunities there where you'll change the pace up here a little bit. Whatever you have to do throughout the course of a ball game to help yourself win, it's going to be extremely important. So sometimes that will be the case, but I think a good majority of the time you're going to see your Wapahani Raiders getting out, going, run gun type of offense as Andrews once again tickles the twine here from the right wing. It's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch these guys. And we're expecting much of the same thing this year. And I did forget to stop the clock right there, so we will reset things now to 2:05. Camden Bell drives right on the left side of the lane, and Lewis unable to grab a hold of that one. We'll have Quentin James back in the ball game. Carter Bell splits the middle, no good, left it short. Caleb Lewis looking to go coast to coast. Instead, that pass outside here to Bell, Camden Bell. Guarded here by Hunsinger, the three on the way, tickles the twine, yes! Landon Cook now from the left side corner. That will tickle the twine as well. Tell you what, it'd be nice to see this kind of shooting performance when we play here in about a week and a half from now. No good that time. James with the rebound. Camden Bell attacking the right side of the rim. No good. Spence cleans up there on the opposite side and puts that one through there for two more there on the putback. So again, under a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Love the aggressiveness right there. Eli attacking the right side of the rim. Again, coming off of that curl, couple of screens right there. Rolls to the rim and gets that easy lay-in. Bell no good. Andrews with a rebound. Carter Bell kisses that one off the glass for two more. Olsen right there with a putback. Bell with the right hand, no good, and that's going to do it here for the first quarter. We'll be back here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here. Had a lot of stuff to get done right here. All right, so 26-25. Again, we will take the clock to where it actually is. So again, 6:50 to go. Landon Cook guarded there by Graham. Eli puts that one through there for two more. Under 6.5 remaining. Again, been a very busy night here on the broadcast. Again, unfortunately, I was not able to put the schedule up on the screen, so we will do that following the conclusion of this one here tonight. Just to go back over or go over what the schedule looks like. Again, since I did not get to do that during the quarter break, again, had to make some more announcements. So apologize there for that. Eli Andrews no good there for three. But we will have a rebound there on the inside there by Riley Swift. Ended up being an over-the-back foul. Camden Bell here on the left side, guarded by Andrews. The three is up. No good. Connor Bell with a rebound as the team in white head back the other way quickly right here. Connor here at the top of the key. Screen set by Huntzinger. Bell now on to Andrews, guarded by Camden Bell. Andrews drives there to the free throw line. Stops. Looking for somebody. Finally finds Swift. The right side three is up. In and out, no good. Trevor Whitted there with a rebound. As we'll head back the other way here with Camden Bell. He'll find Seagraves here in the left corner. Dumps it down low. Pickering up, no good. Whitted with the rebound. Kicks it out. Bell now on the Seagraves there on the far side. Whitted underneath. Nice pass and gets that to go through for two. Trevor Whitted there with a bucket. And a quick substitution here at the 4:59 mark. Good ball movement here from Wapahani. For both the team in white and the team in black. It's been a fun night. You know, when you can get everybody together, you know, again, the middle school, high school, all the athletes, you know, cheerleaders, basketball teams. You know, obviously we had the national anthem earlier sung by Macy Goodpaster and Ellie Wright. They did an outstanding job. The band rocking out as always, sounding great and in mid-season form already. So they do an outstanding job, and it's just nice to get together and spend an evening here with all you fine folks out there. Again, it's been a while as far as from a basketball side of things since we last broadcasted some basketball games since, March? Middle part of March, I believe it was, latter part of March. So it's nice to be able to broadcast basketball once again. And again, you know, we're looking forward to another great year for the girls and boys basketball teams here from Wapahani. Camden Bell here in the left side corner. Backs down his brother right there. No good. Carter got the best of him that time around. Carter, right side three. That will be blocked by Spence. And then Carter was looking to recover. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that time. Here with 3:41 to go. Shots up, no good. Rebounded right there from Swift. Nice job right there by Rodifer, continuing to get after. Then Eli Andrews pulls up from three. Seagraves here with the basketball, dribbles left, finds Spence here on the left side wing. Screen set by James. Spence now out to Bell. Right side three is up and splash by Camden Bell. It's barely 2.5 to play. The team in black with a 5-point lead. Swift here at the top. Left side now, Carter Bell. Dribbles. He'll find Eli Andrews from way downtown. That is good. Camden Bell now drives the left side. Here in a corner. Nothing's available. Cross-court pass there. Quentin James thought about pulling up. Now out to Bell again. Drives that left baseline. Out to James. Top the key three is up and good. Quentin's had some time away from basketball, but you couldn't tell with that shot. Silky smooth right there from James. And so again, there was a foul on the shot. Andrews to the line. Again, under 2 to play. Free throw up and good. So one free throw worth 3 points. Can you imagine if basketball was actually played like that? It'll be even more high scoring than what it already is, I believe. And Andrews good there for 2 more. So he attacks the left side of the rim. Bell out near the 10-foot volleyball line. Camden Bell, that is. Dribbles there to the free throw line, just inside it, and got the friendly bounce and roll to go. So it puts the team in black back on top here by a pair. Andrews left side three, no good. Bell captures the rebound. Lewis there with a screen. Bell, shots up, good. That will be a 2-point basket there for Camden Bell. Up floor, and again, about 20 seconds ago, the reverse lay-in, no good. And that ball again bounced out of bounds. It was off of the team in black. There's Swift, no good. Rodifer cleans up there with a rebound and put back. Then we'll have a reach-in foul. 5 seconds to go. So Camden will head to the line. Tell you what, if he misses this could get interesting. Not that it already hasn't been interesting, because it has, but we'll see what happens here. It's worth 2 points. It's up and good. Andrews from the 10-foot volleyball line, and that will do it. A lot of fun here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it, no doubt about, again, trying to knock the rust off, at least from us here on the WHS Network, trying to get back into it again here. But we hope it was a very enjoyable evening for all of you, wherever you're watching us from. Before we end the broadcast here tonight, we do want to give you all a good look here at the 2025-2026 Wapahoney Raider boys basketball schedule. And here's what it looks like right here. So the Raiders will start off the season, first 2 games on the road, November 25th and 29th at Muncie Central and at Pendleton Heights. And then our first home game of the year will be on December the 5th at home here against Winchester. Following a week later at home here against LaPel, and then the very next night on the 13th here at home against Hagerstown. December 19th, MEC matchup, first one of the season right here, as we'll travel to Westdale. The very next night we'll be back at home taking on the Alexandria Tigers. Then right before Christmas on December the 23rd we'll be at Frankton. Then a couple days after Christmas, then on December 27th we'll be at Jay County. Back at home to start the new year on January the 2nd against MEC conference opponent Blue River. Following that, a week later on January the 9th at Eastern Hancock, and then Muncie Burris the next night here at home. Obviously, the county basketball tournament at Delta will be from January the 14th through January the 17th. And then 3 consecutive road games at Randolph Southern, at Delta, and at Cowan there on January 24th and the 30th, as well as February the 5th. And then at home there for a varsity-only game, I believe. That will be at noon there on February the 7th. At Monroe Central then a week later. There for another MEC matchup. Again, 5 of our last 6 games will be conference games. But again, at Daleville on February 20th, at home against Yorktown and Shenandoah to wrap up the final 2 regular season games there at home. That will be nice. They're on February 21st and then February 27th there for senior night. And then March the 3rd through the 7th, the IHSA 2A sectional 40 will be held at Eastbrook this season. So that's what it looks like here for the Raider boys basketball schedule. Again, we're excited to get the winter season underway. And again, it all starts tomorrow night when your Wapahoney Lady Raider basketball team will be traveling over to Union to take on the Rockets for a varsity-only game at 6 p.m. Again, all the very best there to the girls. We will not be broadcasting that game. Our first broadcast of the season will actually be next Friday night right here at home, as the Wapahani Lady Raiders will be taking on the Delta Lady Eagles. And then the very next night, next Saturday, we'll also be back at it. There's Wapahani will take on Daleville. So first 2 games on the road, at Union tomorrow night, at Muncie Burroughs on Tuesday night, and then the home opener next Friday, followed by another home game on Saturday. So a very busy week ahead here for the Lady Raider basketball team. Again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in. A big thanks to all of our sponsors. Yet again, we can't do what we do without them. So again, I want to send out their special thanks there to our sponsors. Again, that is Sam Pierre Chevrolet, Next Home Elite Real Estate Realtor Austin Rich, as well as Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton, Taylor Architects Inc., Alfred Rods and Customs, as well as Air Park Door, Signed by Ash, Some American Legion Post 437, Dr. Care J. Wolf, DDSPC, East Jackson Auto Sales, and Henry Community Health Director of Sports Medicine, Tony Cox. So greatly appreciate all of them. And again, we appreciate all of you for tuning in what is nearly now 3 hours into our broadcast. Again, it was a long evening here for us. But we're excited to get back at it here, folks. Raider basketball, Lady Raider basketball coming your way starting up next week. Until then, folks, again, I'm Brandon Moore-Villias alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night from Raider.